Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 8th episode of Maoujou de Oyasumi. And last episode, our kidnapped princess got kidnapped by somebody else, and then before the original kidnapper could kidnap her back to the original kidnapped spot, she escaped and went back to that spot herself. So I think that about sums up last episode rather nicely. A would-be demon king could not handle the princess, and she escaped. So I wonder if you learned any lessons from that. Probably not. So let's get into this episode and see what we're in for. 3, 2, 1, play. Bum, 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 bum. Map. Save is a strong word. Slowly. Are we sure about the surely? Smooth, huh? Don't mind me, I'm just meditating. Alright. Okay, I mean, it's shiny. What does it do? Peaceful aura. Oh, well, that would certainly help. So that's the gem. Don't mind me, I'm just staring at you as you sleep. Nothing weird about that. Is this the wormhole being made? Yep. And we're just gonna poke our head out of that? I feel like I'm touching something. Well, that's why you stick your head in first, so you can see what's there. That's gotta be annoying. Referring to the princess as an it. Well, how do you explain that? Like, boss, I was watching the princess as she slept, and suddenly the hole popped up and a hand came out and it started poking the princess in the head for a while and then it disappeared. End of report. Yeah, good luck on that one. I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will. And that's a lie. You're a failure. That would just be so annoying. You're just laying there. That was not meant to do. You're just laying there, and you just have a finger just poking your head over and over and over again. Like, so much for the peaceful sleeping. I mean, certainly worse places she could have been poked, to be fair, but still annoying. Yeah, if this was a different genre of show, that would have definitely poked a different area. You know what I mean. Big ol' scissors. The opening really does make the Demon King's castle seem like such a party place. And boom. The princess and the frightful demon nightmare. We got a Rebel Council. Don't spill any tea. Yay! And don't mind me, I just want to sit in on this meeting. Because, you know, I'm part of the family. Okay, yeah, we weren't doing anything important. That's a nightmare, alright. Guys, this is important. Just so freaking ignored. The eyes. Okay. A hero was okay. Wow. Nantoka-kun. I can see he was very important to you. Little bit, yeah. They were childhood friends. Why does he look older than her now? But doesn't matter. Really? Jeez. Didn't even notice the blood at first. Oh. Well, yeah, I can see why you wouldn't think of him too fondly. You just eat a... Just, you just ate a bee. What is wrong with you? How did you survive long enough to be a hero as... Okay. I'm glad you enjoyed that. A good point, actually. Yeah, let's do things now. We're just gonna have more and more traumatic stories. Horrid sense of direction. Yeah, he is not a smart person. I know I have no room to talk, but still, just, that's not a good idea. Okay, prairie dog. How? Oh, that's a gravestone. Gotta ignore the gravestone. Jeez. I mean, did anybody really care? Fair enough. Poor Nantoka-kun. Hey, I came back somehow. He's not one to be deterred, though. I'm not sure who to feel bad for in this situation. Ah, yeah, that's not cool. uh, yeah, he has not seemed to have smartened up at all. Hello? I mean, yeah, kinda. We're getting more. We're not done yet. Oh yeah, okay. Now I feel bad for the princess. uh, I would not want to marry that. The panic is real. Probably because you got poked in the head and it jostled. It knocked something loose. I'm glad you shared all that with me, princess. I feel like I understand Nantoka-kun's much better as a person now, so... uh... Yeah, it could be that guy right there. What, maybe. Yeah, one job. Yeah, who would... It even says, Nantoka-kun on his thing. That's great. Now I don't even remember his name anymore. Not that I ever really remembered. Okay, we have our meeting. Pretty cool boss here. See you can take him on. Nantokaku. It really does not roll off the tongue very well, but that's what he's called, so that's what I'm gonna call him. Was italicized. Did everything change when the Fire Nation attacked? Okay. That does sound terrible, actually. Wow, we gotta do something about this. Okay. What are we talking about here exactly? What? Oh! Oh, okay. Okay. A demon dentist sounds freaking terrifying. Yeah, we don't let strangers in my mouth. Yeah, I can't get in your mouth unless you... Yeah, if only. I didn't know that. I'm learning something new every day in this show. Ow! Ah! Well, I'm done here. Shouldn't get very far. That's why we're here, to help it. Oh god. Settle down, princess. What is the issue? Yeah, what exactly do you think's gonna happen here? Oh god. We have to open up and... Sure. His eyes are just so freaky. Okay, a rumor's gonna get out of hand here. Rude. Oh god. Yeah, this just happens, and this a lot. The princess is not gonna die, guys. Calm down. Well, now we have an audience. At least they're also here and supportive. That's nice. Who are you? Wait. Sakyun? Everyone's here to watch, you know. I mean, she already felt embarrassed about this, so I can't imagine this helping much. As she opens wide for everyone to see. Okay. Okay, how is this gonna work exactly? uh... So he's just gonna, like, convey what he sees to everyone else? Thank you for your analysis, Doctor Bear. 8 long hours, oh my god. Could you imagine having such a customer to deal with, or patient, as a dentist? No, thank you for your cooperation. Maybe she has a cute tongue that she doesn't want anyone to see. So there really is a secret. Okay, I mean, what? I'm curious now. What are we hiding? Oh. Well, I was actually pretty close. There's nothing to be ashamed of having a short tongue. I mean, it's cute, so... Like it was feather just kind of bent back. Yeah, I mean... Can't you even do that with, like, gases that put someone to sleep for the treatments? But, a little bit late now. So apparently we still have this going on. The hero's not dead yet, which is surprising. Jeez. Princess could not stay awake that long. It's rough, buddy. Yeah, me too. Princess is doing. I mean, it's obviously the princess is doing. What a surprise. I can believe it. Sports drinks. Avocados. Well, that's not helpful in a fight. This enemy really hates avocados, which is possible. Probable, really. What? What do you know? Kokoro atari. Yeah? So this is your fault? Well, that apparently did not go as planned. You're lucky you're an attractive female. Otherwise, I wouldn't forgive you for such a thing. And we get to see him do this now. Yeah, I mean, that'll help the fight, right? Okay, really? So basically, is it gonna be that Princess is blamed even though she didn't do anything wrong this time? Is that where we're going with this? You shouldn't be reading for pleasure? Is that what he said? Nonsense. Yay, a difficult book. I get to learn new kanji. This will be great. You dropped the ball there, man. You're not a cute girl, so you're not forgiven. And now round 3. Rules of 3 and all that. What's gonna be the next one? Or who's gonna be the next one's fault? Oh, that thing. But it's not... Well, something's happening. Oh. Well... Well... It's not very intimidating. Not exactly giant, no. Yeah, so it's your fault. At least nobody can get him in trouble. He's the boss here. Yeah, that one's a bit more giant. It really doesn't look much like you, does it? You're far cuter than that giant monstrosity. But also scarier. Well, that is the biggest issue, yeah. So we just like redesign it until it's what we see there. Well, that's what you get for listening to a princess. Yeah, princess just causing so many problems. Is princess the ultimate scapegoat here? A lot, yeah, clearly. There's more, really? I already did 3 things. Oh. So is this one actually the princess's fault? Oh no, it's his. Okay. Okay. Well, I know now. He failed. You could say that, but it would be wrong. I don't know what you're talking about. So guilty faces everywhere. Yeah, princess is such a handful. I'm sure she's not. She's probably sleeping or trying to. You are just so going down the wrong tree here. Yeah, she probably sneezed a lot considering how relevant she is to this conversation. People could not act any more suspicious if you tried. I feel bad for the princess. She's getting so blamed for something she didn't even do. Yeah, we can't let him do this. Wretched liars. Well, I guess he is making progress. Sucks to be you, I guess. I mean, you shouldn't use a spell in the first place until you're ready to actually, like, use it. Because if the enemy sees you use it once, they will then, you know, prevent it, right? If they have the means to. So. I am a little bit surprised that the hero is making progress considering how incompetent and not bright he is. But it certainly does help when the princess unintentionally sabotages the enemy. Although she wasn't the one that did it in that last bit, but that's not what he thinks. The opponent of our hero, Nantoka-kun. And that's that. Hostage training week, what? What is a hostage training week? Is that like... I don't know what that is. I guess we'll just have to find out next time. Okay, so... yeah, that was the 8th episode of Maoujou de Oyasumi. And our first segment was the Nightmare segment, right? Or was the dentist one? I guess the order doesn't really matter that much, but... I think it was the... well, the first thing we got was apparently they had a spell that allowed them to wormhole to where the gem was. I mean, I guess it wasn't ready before, but still, like, if you had that spell, you could have just warped there from the heroes, the good guy's castle to there, like, couldn't you have? So, should have just waited till that was done and ready, and then just used it if that's the case. But I guess things didn't work out that way. So that's the thing, though. Yeah, our first scene was when we were talking about the nightmare, right? Because we had the wormhole thingy and poking the princess in the head, and I think it's pretty heavily implied that's what caused the nightmares, right? And the princess decided that it would be a good idea to just kind of waltz on into this meeting room, sit down like she's just, you know, a part of the group, and just explain her dream to everyone, right? I just love the audacity of this princess. Just walks in, just sits down, like who's gonna tell her no? You know, she does what she wants, you know, as expected of our princess. So just ignores everyone that tells her otherwise, that tells her like we're trying to do something. She's like, no, well, I mean, I got dreams, I gotta explain my dream to you, it makes it better, right? That's what I heard, so you're gonna listen to me, okay? Okay, so this is how it goes. So just you gotta love the princess. And yeah, the princess she clearly is childhood friends with the hero, who will now be called Nantoka-kun from now on. So he is, yeah, clearly childhood friend, and they played together when they were kids, and he is just like a disaster waiting to happen, right? Like he gets lost, he eats bees, he throws flowers with thorns and stuff in the girl's face, and he races and he disappears for a while. Like, he's a bit of a handful. We'll just say that. So not really an ideal childhood friend, and definitely not an ideal fiance. So yeah, let's avoid that if we can. Like, I don't think the princess is too into that, considering she doesn't even remember his name, right? So hopefully we could like avoid that ever becoming a thing. So maybe that's why the princess is happy about being kidnapped, right? She doesn't have to go through that, because, you know, before we just thought it was a matter of princess not liking her princess duties like paperwork and stuff. But what if she was happy to escape because she could avoid marrying that guy she doesn't like? That makes sense, right? So maybe that's a big part of it, right? I mean, they kind of casually dropped that fact here, but that could be a big thing, right? And yeah, when he fell into the hole head first, leg sticking out, I mentioned it in the reaction, but that did remind me a lot of Prairie Dog from Kimono Friends. If you haven't seen Kimono Friends, you really should fix that. So that was that. And even had, yeah, Nandoka-kun as like his name. Like, even the kun part was included in there, right? So that was certainly interesting. And the was written in katakana instead of hiragana to really differentiate it, right? So just a very interesting name. That's all I'm gonna say. And then, yeah, we had our big old battle between the heroes party and the boss of the volcano, I think he was, right? Right? I mean, we didn't really have that. Yeah, I think that was later, actually. Before we got the dentist segment. And we found out that tiny fairies are the cause of cavities. I honestly didn't know that. I thought it was like bacteria or something like that, but no, it's clearly fairies, so I will definitely try to remember that. The princess was not a big fan of any of this stuff. Like, you know, she didn't want to be here, but mostly she didn't want to open her mouth for the doctor, right? Because, you know, well, we didn't know at the time, but eventually it was revealed to us that she has a complex, I guess, about her tiny tongue. But that's nothing to be upset about. Like, I mean, the princess in general is kind of tiny, right? So it just, it makes sense, it fits, it matches. I don't think anyone minds, really. But it's a thing, you know, she's concerned about it, so we just had a very long 8-hour session of just getting this dentist session dealt with. In the end, we got through it somehow, but man, that was a rough fight. Like, geez. And this one girl, have you seen her before? I want to go back to her segment. She didn't do much in the episode, but she was there. Yeah, she pops out, because I think I recognize her from the opening, like the one dancing segment. She's a very nice character design, for sure. Almost like a gothic Lolita kind of thing going on. But, yeah, like, I mean, the sub said her name was Kubi, it looks like, but, I mean, if this is her name down here, that clearly says Sakyun, doesn't it? That's not even close to the same thing. So, I don't know. But I don't think she's been in the show much before. Like, because it was a Harpy girl that she was friends with before, right? So, yeah, I don't think this girl's had much screen time, so hopefully we can get some more of her, because I love her design quite a lot. She had like one line in the episode, but that was that. And then we had our segment of our volcano man fighting against a hero for like 3 days, and surprisingly, I guess he lost. Why did he lose? Because apparently the equipment he had was sabotaged. And my first thought was, it's the princess's doing, but I guess I was wrong. Maybe I was too quick to jump to assumptions, you know? And I was just being so confident in it too. Like, well, of course it's a princess. And anyone can guess that, and then I was just wrong. So that's a bit awkward. But I'm not alone in that. Everyone else thought it was a princess too. In fact, everyone pretty much just pinned it on the princess because it's the expected thing. But, you know, 4 of our people here just made mistakes, blamed it on the princess, the ultimate scapegoat. So then they had to desperately stop this man from going after the princess because they all know the princess did nothing wrong, so they can't just let him go in there and punish her or whatever. So, you know, it led to a very interesting situation, for sure. So that was quite funny. Just our princess usually messes with things, so everyone just kind of assumes that's the case and takes advantage of it. It's pretty funny, but pretty messed up, honestly, for sure. So that was a great segment. I really liked that segment because it really went against my expectations for sure. Because I was wrong, you know. I thought, yeah, the princess must have done it again, but no, it was like the whole thing was a big gag that centered on the fact that it's the opposite of what you'd expect. So I quite enjoyed that segment a lot. So yeah, I think that's all I got to say on the episode. It was good, a lot of good stuff. For sure. Learned a lot about Nantoka-kun, which is, of course, the most important thing. And, I mean, clearly at this rate, he's going to make it to the castle eventually. I hope he does before the show is over. So, that'll be interesting, for sure. Especially when he meets back up with the princess, because, I mean, she's not going to remember his name. She's going to call him Nantoka-kun again. So, you know, I don't even remember what the English translation of that was. I don't really care. But I can imagine him being like, I come to save you. And the princess is like, okay, first of all, I don't know who you are. Secondly, I'm kind of happy here. I put a lot of time and effort to make this place livable. So could you like go away now? Don't ruin this for me. So I can imagine something like that. So that's something to definitely look forward to getting. I do hope we get that. So, I mean, what do you do as a hero at that point? Like, okay, but sorry to have disturbed you. I guess we'll go back and tell the king that you were happy where you were. Like, that would be such a horrible position for him to be put into. So that's why it would be pretty funny. So yeah, that's for real this time. That's all I got to say on the episode. So I'm gonna end it off here. So bye-bye. Thank you for watching. And a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.